this kind of trouble that you're seeing today is in crisis right now.
Yes.
Are you sticking with the party?
Of course. The PDP is my party. I will never leave the party.
You're never considering going back to the APC?
I would never. The APC, absolutely out of the question. Until kingdom comes, until Jesus returns, that will never happen in the past.
No, you left the PDP for the APC.
We discussed that on many, many occasions. I've told you my reasons for doing that at that time. I was not happy.
The Nigerian people will ever vote for a man that believes that we should drag this country back. A man with a pitiful and disgraceful record. When he was in power, he locked people up, he created people, he killed people with retroactive legislation, he carried people on the streets of London illegally, turned Nigeria into a pariah nation, a man that looted PTF. And I say that because the report, I was in government when the Haruna Adamu report was filed. I discussed with President Obasanjo at the time. I know what the president told myself and Aki Oshutoku privately. If not for the fact that the main person in that report, that is a man by Siraju and in-law Buhari, dropped dead the day that we decided to prosecute Buhari for it, that man would have been the key prosecution witness and Buhari would have been in jail by now. The truth of the matter is that he was very corrupt, and that Siraju report, the PTF report, absolutely indicted him. A man that when he was Minister of Oil in I believe it was in 1987 or thereabouts, President Obasanjo was the head of state at the time. It was in 1977 or thereabouts. 2.8 billion naira went missing under his watch. That's the equivalent of 3 billion naira today. A man that committed so many atrocities. Let me tell you something that he did that a lot of people don't remember. This is a man that converted all the currency that we had at that time and told everybody to convert their currency within 1 week, forgetting the fact that most northerners at the time dealt in cash, and most of them kept those the cash in their homes. They lost everything overnight simply because of Buhari's way. A man that sent so many people to jail for hundreds of years without due process, without any credible evidence. A man.
What about the tribunal that was set up?
Listen to me. No lawyer attended the. Let me remind you.
There were reports of the tribunal.
You may be too young to know this.
No. If I was young,
you were not alive when Julius Caesar was alive, but he lived. So that's not a fair. No. Let me put this to you. Sure, there were tribunals, but what I'm putting to you is that the only people that attended those tribunals were the judges or military administrators that were appointed by the government, and the late Gani Fawemi. The rest of the legal world boycotted those tribunals because there was no due process. There were no laws administered there. It was just a kangaroo court. There were many people that had been found innocent by the ordinary courts that he now insisted must be jailed at all costs. And this man destroyed the lives of so many people, including the lives of serving governors who were locked up, who after their release died a few months later. Bisi Onabanjo, Adamu Atta, so many of them. Adamu Atta lived for quite some time, but he was never the same person again. So many of them. Ambrose Ali and so many. This is what Buhari did. This is what he stands for. Unfortunately, most people that were 10 years old when Obasanjo came into power in 1999 have no recollection of history. We don't teach history in this country. So people have forgotten.
I met Buhari through El Rufai. We interacted 3-4 times. We go and meet him. He had a house somewhere else, not here. He lives just around the corner from here now. But he had a house elsewhere. We went there too. But as time went by, he now started sending for me. So I went there with Nasir. And one day, they called and said he wanted to see me. So I said, okay, I'll go. I met him at the transport. And I got there. He said we should go inside the bedroom. We sat in the bedroom talking. He started talking. He said, he wants to, I know his aspiration, but he has a challenge with trusting people in view of what has happened to him in the past. But that he just wants me to know that he will want me to work closely with him if he manages to win the nomination for his party, and that he likes me, I'm courageous. Obasanjo said a lot to him about me, that once I'm on board, I'll fight all the way, and he loves that. Anyway, to cut a long story short, let me tell you why I'm telling you this story. We started talking about the history and about the Igbos. You know what this man said to me? He said, they killed our leaders in the middle of the night, and we can never forget it. It's a cultural problem. You can't trust them. When he was talking about trust, that's where it came up. I said, sir, they killed not just northern leaders. They killed leaders from every zone. Southwest, where I come from, the Niger, the South,
everywhere.
Every zone. Not just the north. Not just the north. And he said, no. He said, but we remember. We will never forget. We will never forget. And we cannot monstrosity. It's a cultural problem. When he said this, it sunk in. I had never seen that level of racism in any. I mean, I've interacted with quite a few leaders. I've never seen that. This was deep-seated hatred for a whole nation of people. And I left that room thinking to myself, these people have to be stopped. Because if they're not stopped, if they have power, what they will do, first they will deal with evils, then they will come and deal with us. You know, they will deal with everybody. And it's one of the main reasons, apart from the issue of Muslim ticket. That's what I said, no. Not only will I leave them, I will also expose them and fight them. You understand there's some basic, fundamental core issues that you must never compromise on. It's not about giving Nnamdi Kanu a position of SGF or position of vice president or something like that. Because if you do that, it will serve his term, then we'll be back to square one.
Square zero.
Absolutely. You've got to fight for your people. You've got to fight for your people.
When it's a structural, seismic change.
Absolutely. And if they say no, then break it. You know, I told you when we were in detention, the truth is I don't even believe in this union anymore. I don't believe in it. I don't believe in Nigeria. I don't believe that the Northwest and the Northeast, you know, as they are now, should be part of us. Because their whole mindset, their whole, view about the world is different to ours.